Hey, Harrison.
I don't.
Good. I know you've been through this before. You've been in the league long enough. You've seen struggles. And what is it that you would pinpoint with this team right now? Just where you guys can look one way one night and then the next night just look like a completely different team.
I think it starts with individual accountability, just in terms of the effort that we're putting out there on a consistent basis in order to win at this league. And to be consistent, you have to do that every single night. So, um, starting with myself, I know defensively, over these past 4 games, I just have to be better. I mean, there's no real excuse around that. Make or miss shot, you still have to go out there to defend. You still have to go out there and rebound. And I wasn't doing my job um, at that thus far since we've been here.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, Harrison. I mean, just given what you guys were able to accomplish yesterday, and kind of how all these games have a magnitude to them. What's just the level of disappointment among you guys just after today's game?
Frustration is high. I don't know if it's necessarily disappointment, but it's frustrating because coming into this game, we knew that it was more mental than physical. It was meeting force with force. It was being disciplined. It doesn't matter what scheme we have. It doesn't matter what game plan we have. If we don't have the effort needed to execute that, then it doesn't matter. And tonight we did not play with that effort.
Jason Jones.
Harrison, just what do you see overall defensively that hasn't worked for you guys in these 5 games?
Trust. As a group, we need to know that if a guy gets beat, his teammate is going to be there to cover for him. If a guy is in a bad way, he can trust that we're on a string. We've shown moments of that, but over the course of these 4 games, we haven't been connected enough defensively as a unit to get consistent stops and allow us to run.
Any other questions for Harrison? Jason Anderson.
Hey there, HB. Are you disappointed that I don't want to use that word? Are you surprised that you guys weren't better prepared for this stretch of games, or given everything that happened to the group leading up to it, was it just too much really to overcome?
Like I said, I think it's about all of us taking accountability and taking ownership of it. I mean, like I said earlier, we could have a great game plan, which yesterday we executed because we had the energy, we had the effort consistently throughout that game to win it. But there was 2 out of those 3 losses where we didn't maintain it the entire time. The game came down to the wire and we ended up losing. So I think when we look back at this stretch, we see games and opportunities that were lost going back to that. Obviously, there's layers to it. I'm sure we can nitpick and find a bunch of different things we can improve on, but the base layer of it is our energy and effort.
No further questions. Okay, last one here. Richard Ivanowski.
Hey, Harrison, this issue of effort, how is that fixed? Is that something that it's on each individual one of you as individuals? Is it on the leaders of this team? Is it on these players as a group? Is it on the coaches to instill that effort in you? How do you fix it?
I mean, I'll be the first to say that it's definitely on us as veteran players. I mean, guys, like myself, I'll take responsibility for that because I've been to the playoffs, I've been to the finals. I know the energy and effort that it takes to win games, and when you don't bring that, you lose. So I definitely take responsibility there. But I think as a group, we have to learn that you can't just turn it on. We have moments where, we have guys have, unbelievable performances and we're able to go on great runs, have great comebacks and win. And that's great, but you can't win like that consistently. And that's something that as a group, we're working through.
All right, last one, follow-up, Jason Anderson.
HB, to follow up on that, I hear what you're saying about effort. Do you guys also have an issue with awareness? Is it really effort, or is part of the problem awareness?
No, I mean, I think that's maybe the next layer to it. I mean, there are things awareness-wise that we need to improve on. But like I said, I mean, whether it's defensive coverage, whether it's offensive play, whether it's running in transition or running back on defensive transition, we have to do that with a certain level of aggressiveness. And like I said yesterday, we brought that aggressiveness. Although we did make shots, we were aggressive, we were playing our style of basketball. And in the games that we've lost, I think there's a stark difference between how we're starting off games, how we're carrying games, and our stretches when we're not scoring the basketball, we're not seeming to be getting stops as well.